Hey, I want to try a bit of a new video here. The background footage of this video is more than likely not Minecraft, but please stick around because this is just me getting whatever footage I felt like at the moment. I didn't want to do anything, just get the normal Minecraft scenes I normally get for a video because this is a lot more casual of a video that I don't want to put too much effort into. I want to be more involved in stuff with the Relics stuff, so I figured I'd try something, I guess, a little more interactive with the community, despite there not being the biggest community around this. I want to start a series for me to kind of ramble on a little bit about changes and stuff I want to add or make to the mod, including Relics, new stuff, I don't know, whatever I'm really feeling like. For today, that just so happens to be Roboco and her entire rework I'm planning on putting her through. So after you watch this video and hear what I have to say, it would actually be nice to get comments and hear what you have to say about everything I have brought up here and discussed. I'll jump into it immediately and start with the main reason why I think she needs a rework, and that's because I don't think she's worth getting at the point in the game you currently get her. Of course, the easiest thing to do would be to just move her up in progression, maybe nurse some things to balance that out, but I think more endgame relics need to be in here, more relics to be past the dragon, something to really work for in the end, to look forward to. I really think there need to be more in this mod. So of course that leads me to currently her only job is really exploration and general surveying data, which don't really work well in endgame when you probably have most of the relics she'd even be locating, because it's only a small list. I haven't given her the ability to locate all relics is the main problem. And at that point, what general information do you really need to know that she can provide? You're already at endgame tier items and stuff. You don't really need much more assistance in that field. Which has brought me to my current idea, which is to rework her into a more combat-focused relic rather than an exploration-focused relic, something that I feel like would be more useful in the endgame past the dragon. Now, of course, when you tie in combat to something like that, I definitely do not want it to be something to pass up a netherite chestplate. I don't think it should be a direct upgrade in that sort of sense. That being said, I do think it should be a very viable alternative, if not slightly better, but for different reasons, which is one of the things I'm figuring cutting her protective power, the defense points, the armor toughness, things like that from the current armor that she provides. I've been playing around with a few ideas in my head right now of things that she can do. I've been working on a few of them actually in-game, but mostly these have just been plans because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with all of them. My first main idea is some sort of rear reflector where she actually destroys any incoming projectiles behind you, in a small window behind you, so anything that tries to attack you from behind from the range will actually get their projectile stopped, of course at like a cost of a few percentage points of power. One ability I am actually thinking about keeping is the sonar scan ability. I'm not too sure about it, but I feel like it can still be a useful thing at times, and I feel like players might still want that sort of thing to be able to see what entities are in a nearby area. Another one I've been considering is keeping her emergency shield, although I'm not fully sure how I feel about that at the moment. I'm going to keep working on it a little more. I might rework how it works slightly, but I'm really borderline with that one. I don't exactly know what to do with it. Another thing I've been thinking of is potentially an EMP ability that would hit all enemies within a certain radius and freeze them in place. If you walked up to them, they could still damage you, but they wouldn't be running after you. Might do damage. I'm actually not quite sure on that part yet, but I think the support of just freezing mobs in place can be a nice one. Past that, I actually don't really have many finalized ideas or ones I would want to bring up here, so that kind of leaves a gap of more things I need to think of. This is the part where I pass it to you guys and ask for some help coming up with a few more ideas for combat-centric things for Roboco combat rework. Of course, I don't want anything too complex. I'm actually looking for more simplistic things, because when you add up all these simplistic things, they make a nice, well-rounded armor/relic that gives a lot of options for you to use, and you don't really need anything complicated with that. This is also time that if any of you have actually closely taken a look at the mechanics of her battery and battery condition and have any suggestions for that, that would also be fine now, because if I'm changing these other things, I may as well take a look at that if needed. With that being said, I think that so wraps up everything in this first of the series I think I'm going to call Dev Discussions. Like I said, if you have any input on those things in this video, please let me know in the comments. It would be very much appreciated as I try and figure out what I want to do with this next update. You'll probably be seeing a few of these soon, actually on my channel, as I look at multiple key parts of Hololive Relics, so please keep your eyes out. It would actually help a lot to be getting input on these different various aspects that I will be opening these little discussions here with. So I will see you guys in the next one, and well, thank you for stopping by and watching this one.